Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. And for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Red Wolves come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The shotgun handoff here. He's swarmed by the defense. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Here's that defense shifting again. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive moving. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Red Wolves looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for...
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Now here comes the bunch formation. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Barnes. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Red Wolves looking to crank up the tempo a bit. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Red Wolves looking to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Going to try to use his legs here. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. And the Red Wolves will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The outstate offense goes back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Defense breaks it up. Nice play, incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, they're going to throw it. The pass is caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they'll set up with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The App State offense goes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks left and finds his target there. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a short completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quick throw to the left side. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So a tough third and long on the 10th play of the drive. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. The linebacker shifting around now. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. The freshman off the mark behind his receiver that time. The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? He drops back in the gun. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And that pass rush has trapped them. It's a sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. The Red Wolves come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Makes a quick grab. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Red Wolves pick up enough yardage for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass rush closing in. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. They get him now, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The Red Wolves will have first and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass, if they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, it seems like anytime this defense is pressuring him, he loves to go to his left, being a left-handed quarterback. And to me, he just tried to do too much, and the ball ends up getting intercepted.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Red Wolves. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, not quite through. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. the App State offense goes back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep, and he's got it. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. First down, looking to throw the football. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick this away to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. They get the second half started with the running play. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the right side. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
1st and 10 now for the offense.
Let's go!
The back's got it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Set. Here's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down, trying to extend the play. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A foul pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Barnes. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Handoff to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the runner takes off to his right. Breaking free at midfield. And a huge gain across midfield all the way to the 40-yard line. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Hands off to the left. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll try the right here. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the beatdown continues. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Hand off to the single back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. No huddle now for the offense. Looking to throw yet again. Makes the catch. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The ball is caught.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
The Red Wolves will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. No shot to bring him down. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Returner decides to fair catch this. The App State offense goes back on the field. Remember last time, they were on a 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull down and run. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Heading left after the handoff. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pressure is coming. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
The sack sets up second down. Ball handed off. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
A running play called on fourth down. Breaking free, just trucks through the defender. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires this one deep middle. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial